Hello and welcome to episode 2. I'm excited to get building here. As you can see, I actually ended up finding some flowers. These were way back at the original village, so I'm glad I found enough to fill out this area. Yeah, so not much has changed here. I will show you that I've been grinding a little bit. And of course, yeah, I said I wasn't going to do anything down here, but there's so much that I need right now. I need a temporary space to put some of this stuff. So, hollowed out this area. A lot of it was kind of already hollow because I had raised this up a little bit. And I'm excited to show you some of the farms that I got. So, the main theme of this one's going to be early game cheap farms. So you can kind of see here, I probably went a little bit bigger than a normal person starting on the first day would do. But this one's fairly simple. I'll show this one a little bit later. Pretty standard design. Along with the cow farm, that one's a standard design. I don't have enough cows in there right now for entity cramming, but that one relies on entity cramming. And of course, wheat. I need to get that one going. And there's so many farms. I guess I'm a farmer. Yeah, there's so many farms that I want to do and get into because I want to bring those villagers down, and I'm probably going to need a lot of stuff in order to trade for emeralds. So yeah, let me show you what I did upstairs. So yesterday I wasn't feeling all that great. If you've been following along, California's been having a lot of wildfires. And I was just coughing to seize my head off, so I didn't really want to talk yesterday. I don't know if you can hear too much of my voice today. But yeah, so I just did some grinding. So I wanted to kind of get a design for the hallway here. So there's the middle that we did in the first episode, and like I said in the before, these outer ones are just going to be a walkway, kind of a hallway. And I wanted to pull the theme in a little bit. I didn't want to match exactly these designs up here, and I wanted to go a little bit more subtle. So I pulled in just a little bit, and I think every episode I'm going to try to work in the bird poop block. I don't know. It's okay. It's not great. I think this one actually looks really good against the dark oak. So I'm probably going to try to have to integrate dark oak in and bring that in. I kind of like the sandstone a little bit better. That just a little bit more pleasing to my eyes anyways. And I had kind of epiphany this morning. I think this area I want to make open to the second floor. Obviously I'm going to need to walk past it, so it'll probably be a little bit less of a square, but that'll be nice. Kind of a little overlook into this area. So yesterday while I was grinding, I actually just poked my head into the nether and got some quartz so I can actually get this set up. Right now, the stuff below that I showed you, those farms, are basically to make bookcases. I went back to the village, and this is literally all I found. There was not a single library in there, and only one of the places had a stack of 4. So yeah, I'm grinding to do bookcases. Right now, it's only giving me level 8. So yeah, I need more. I want tools. As you can see, I still got gold pants on. That's about to be gone. That'll be nice for when I go to the nether. I know there's some new stuff in there that requires you to have gold so you don't get attacked. So yeah, but I want to get diamond eventually. I've been doing some grinding. I do have a lot of diamonds. I went for a pickaxe, but I really want to get some enchantments on that pickaxe before I use it entirely. So yeah, I'm basically trying to get this decorated. Probably gonna use these for maybe some plants. I don't know how far I want to go decorating with this. Most of the stuff is going to be up top. And the funny thing is I had to put these torches here so I could actually prevent spawns. In here it's not too bad because I put the stuff in the middle. You get light level kind of here, 8 on the sides. But here in the corner and here in the middle, I'm gonna have to get some probably gray carpet. Might look okay here, put in the middle and put some lights down below and hide them underneath the carpets. One thing I forgot to mention was, my voice sounds better, doesn't it? I actually set up a compressor in OBS. You had a noise suppressor on the first episode, but I think the compressor evens out my voice. It was a little quiet in some spots. But anyways, I did a little bit of work here on the side wings, the hallways. yeah, just kind of did a little bit. I may not keep the painting. I'm actually thinking about flower and item frame. Downstairs, you can probably hear the sheep, but anyways, did a lot down there, and we'll see that in a second. But I did get a full level 30 enchantment table. So let's go take a look and see what we have here. Don't want fire aspect. Breaking 3 is probably okay. And I think all of these are going to be unbreaking 3. I remembered one of these, and I think it was the pants. Nope, it was the boots. Had protection on it. There we go, protection 4. So I think I'm going to go with that. I have levels right now, so let's do this. So there we go. First enchanted diamonds. Unbreaking 3, protection 4. Nice. So that actually came out pretty good. So for now, we'll move on and go do something else. Got a couple more levels from the last clip, and look what I ended up getting. Fortune 3, efficiency 4, diamond pickaxe. That's awesome. That's great for a first pickaxe. So let's go downstairs. So I think I am actually ready to get this done. I don't have enough materials for the lanterns, but I've been collecting here and we're good enough. I think I needed 84 lanterns, but we'll do that later. So what I did do that you probably didn't see in the first one was I put the lights underneath carpets. So that kind of cleans this up a little bit, and actually gives me enough light level everywhere. So that's actually good. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to open this to the second floor. That's pretty much what hopefully it's going to look like. And in the I had this before where it was just flat here, and I decided to push it back. So it looks more like a seat now, which actually kind of works out. And if you notice what the material is, it's diorite. It's only bird poop block when I don't like it. So I think that works out good. So this is what it was before, and the reason why it was just plain stone, I'll show you in a second, but the diorite gives it a little bit of texture. So that's kind of nice. So the reason why it was stone before is because the front wall had stone on it and I had it pushed back. So I actually pushed this out 2 blocks from where it was so that this could have its own texture and this could have its own texture. And this is a work in progress. I'm going to do this later on, but this is kind of the general idea. I just don't like how flat it is. So I think this area is going to poke out from here, you know, over to the window on the left side. And I was trying some materials out. As I mentioned, I like blue. It's all right. This one, the light gray, is just, it's way too weird of a texture. And that one's not too bad, and this one just stands out a little bit, but it's in between these two, but I'll choose that later. For now, let's go downstairs, which I've changed a lot. And there's all the noisemakers now. So I needed the carpet for, you know, hiding the lanterns. So I needed these guys, but they're annoying me. And I didn't want to decorate this place because it's temporary, but I have a feeling I'm going to actually be here longer than I think. So I decided to start decorating it. I want to save the materials. I'll do a roof later on. But for now, I kind of wanted to show you around kind of these cheap farms here. So for this one is probably the easiest to set up. You'll need an observer, so that's probably the most expensive part. And pretty much you could only really need 1 piston. I needed this for the bookcases for the enchanting table upstairs. The bamboo I'll use to do it later. But yeah, I had hoppers here in the beginning, and I'm thinking, what am I doing? I'll just use 1 hopper, and then, you know, this gets pushed in the water, and the water pushes it here, and the 1 hopper sucks it up. So that made this way more inexpensive. Pistons are going to be the worst. And you can just expand it, set it up, and then expand it as you get more pistons. Let me show you the back side here. So the backside is literally just, so pistons will be just under here. And it's just a row of redstone dust into the observer. So once the observer, once they, the items grow up to this level, the observer observes it and then lights off all the pistons, so it gets pushed into the water stream. There's another one that's actually really interesting, and it's literally just pumpkins and melons. So the observer observes the stalk as it grows out, and the piston just pushes it over. Oh, there you go. Demonstration. So there you go. Didn't need cocoa, but I kind of needed to dye the sheep, so I'll kind of set that up. Don't need vines, that'll be later on. And these guys are really annoying. So the general idea on this one is I needed the leather for the bookcases. So let me demonstrate it. And all it is a dispenser with a water bucket in it at the foot level. So you do that and just feed them, and then you'll see there's 25 in here. And you'll see entity cramming starts happening. That kills them off. And it will only kill off the adults, which is good. Here's another one I just did for dye. It's just a single one, and it's literally just a water source in that back that pushes it to the hopper that you see right there. And there we go. This one is really slow, and this one's really slow, so you'd have to kind of scale those up if you wanted to do anything with it. This one I could go out to the ocean, but if I actually needed it's the kelp. You can get quite a bit off it. And of course, just the infinite water source. Needed the wheat to feed the cows and the sheep. And the sheep, this one's interesting. I've never really seen anybody do this, but I'm sure I'm not the first one to do it. These guys will get out of the way. You'll see that there's a dispenser in the wall. And in the dispenser, I'm completely out, but they're sheer. So as they walk across, it actually snips them, goes down in here. And I haven't had this one set up very long, and it's actually doing quite good. So this one's super cheap and easy to set up. As I stand here in the rain, now I think we're gonna go and get all these hallways set up, so let's go into a time lapse. That was a lot of repetitious building, but it's done, and I'm happy to have at least something going on here. So pretty much I decorated all the hallways the same, but I'm going to move my storage from downstairs up to here, probably tuck it in these walls a little bit, and pretty much move some stuff into the corners, leaving kind of these hallways a little bit open. I'm going to make this probably the front entrance because obviously I'm running back and forth. I eventually want to stop going to that starter house and move everything over to here, but it's not that far of a jaunt. So probably put some stairs up here. Actually, that's right. This one was actually going to pop out a little bit, so maybe we can tuck some stairs in here. Haven't quite figured that out yet. So yeah, looking back at that footage, I actually lost a little bit of footage. No big deal. It was kind of some repetitious building anyways. And I noticed that I've been butchering a lot of words today. I have braces, and sometimes I just can't get some words out. Luckily, getting them off in about 3 weeks. That's going to be great. So yeah, kind of thinking about the future. I'm going to put a ceiling on this and hopefully maybe start getting building up top. Right now, it's just kind of this blob sticking out here. I don't even have a front fascia on it right now. So yeah, that's probably another thing I want to work on, is getting this thing less flat and get kind of some visual interest on it. Try not to make it a castle, but yeah, you know, it may end up that way. I'm going to try to stay away from that as much as possible. Yeah, so next episode, I found something when I was caving way off in the distance there, and it was a double spawner for skeletons. So I've been kind of getting a little bit of my gear up, as you can kind of see here. I want to continue that, but we'll go over there sometime soon, hopefully in the next episode, and get that going and kind of decorate it out. Well, until next time, this is Paly. I hope you stick around. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and if you like this video, please hit the like button. Thanks a lot, and goodbye.